Good evening, friends. This video is meant for everyone who is interested in speaking good English and continuing conversation. Friends, there is no denying the fact that English really becomes very interesting, and spoken English particularly is very effective when you start using certain grammatical structures, certain grammatical items such as conditionals. So we are going to talk about conditional intenses. What are we going to talk about? Conditional intenses. Friends, there are four important type of conditionals that we often use in day-to-day conversation. Whenever we continue talking about or discussing about or delivering any, English speech and content, we are bound to use these four types of conditionals: 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are altogether four types of conditionals in tenses that we are bound to use when we are delivering a speech or we are continuing a conversation. Let us see what is zero conditional. The first type, that is zero conditional, states something which is factual, which is real, and it is always fact in all the time. And in the two clauses in this type of conditional are if plus simple present, and the second one, that is clause that is simple present again. So simple present plus simple present. The first clause will be if clause, the second clause will be simply without any conjunction. For example, if we boil water at 100 degrees Celsius, it turns into water vapor. I repeat, if we boil water at 100 degrees Celsius, it turns into water vapor. Second example, if you work hard, you succeed in every mission. If you, work sincerely, you can get what you desire. If it snows, the road becomes slippery. The first clause is beginning with if, but both the tenses in both the clauses are simple present. If it snows, the roads get slippery. The roads get slippery. If it snows, so that is a factual condition. Zero conditional states a fact, or rather a condition which is almost fact all the time. Every time it is a fact. For instance, if you do not take medicine in time, you cannot recover. Now, type 1 conditional. Type 1 conditional is a different type. It states a reality. It states a reality, but the only difference is that the event which is real can be stated with first clause, that is if plus simple present, and the second clause, obviously, that will be simple future. So the two clauses in type 1 conditionals are simple present with if clause, and the second one followed by simple present. So simple present by simple future. The second one will have will clause, that is simple future. Like if it rains, the match will be postponed. If it rains, we will not go out to play. So if it rains is in simple present, it is if clause, and the second clause is that we will not go out to play. The second one will have will or shall. That means simple present followed by simple future. It is a reality. It states a reality. For instance, if you work hard, you will succeed. If you work hard, the first clause, you will succeed, the second clause. So it states a reality. Now type 2 conditional. Type 2 conditional states something which is not real, which is unreal. It is an unreal statement, or rather you can say it is a very unlikely to be true. In the first type of conditional, the event was very likely to be true, but in this second type of conditional, the event is most unlikely to be true. It is an unreal situation. And therefore the two tenses will be if plus simple past followed by subject plus would, should, could plus V1 plus subject. That means in the previous case it was if plus simple present followed by simple future. In this it is if plus simple past or past simple followed by would, should, could type of clause. For instance, if I were you, I would certainly consult a doctor. If I happen to be in this seminar, I would definitely speak on this topic. If she became the captain of the Indian cricket team girls, she would definitely lead her team to success. If he worked hard, he would certainly become successful. So it is if plus past simple, and the second clause is would, should, could. Like if the train came late, it would become a trouble for the passengers. If he announced the result a little late, it would create confusion among the students, like that. Now type 3 conditional, that states something which is an introspection, rather called self-evaluation or self-examination. It also expresses regret or repentance. And in both the clauses, if plus simple past and followed by would, could, should, have plus V3, that means future perfect. So past perfect followed by future perfect. Like if she had worked hard, she would have become successful. So in the third type of conditional, it is an introspection, or rather you can say it is a self-evaluation. If she became the prime minister of this country, she would lead the nation to progress. If the women reservation bill had passed earlier, it would have become effective by this time. If she had not been there, she would not have attended the seminar. If she had not worked hard, she would not have become successful. Had she worked hard, she would have become successful. If he had been there, he would have certainly talked to the principal. If the child would have appeared in the examination, certainly he would have passed the examination. So it is past perfect followed by future perfect. So I review all the 4 conditional. 0 type conditional states something which is all the time real. It is a fact, or it is a factual condition. In this, both the clauses will be in simple present. The type 1 conditional, it is interdependent clauses. If plus simple present, and the second one is simple future. Type 2 conditional, simple past followed by subject plus would, could, should. Like that, if I were you, I would consult the doctor. So, and then type 3 conditional, it is about introspection or a kind of regret or repentance. Like if I had worked hard, I would have become successful. It is a regret or repentance. Had I been there, possibility, had I been there, I would have met the prime minister. So it is past perfect followed by future perfect. And that is how we sum up the 4 conditionals. Thank you. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thank you very much.